The DFAC, or also known as the dining facility, is where you will consume your meals. The procedures in the video will help you learn and perform the procedures and specific responsibilities within.
Towers go! Towers go!
Chow runners provide initial report for all meal periods upon entering the DFAC. 1. Proceed directly to the dining facility, DFAC board after washing your hands and signing in. 2. Halt at the designated staging location. Ensure no other chow runners are engaged in reporting process. 3. When able, proceed from the staging area to the DFAC board, executing the appropriate facing movements en route. 4. Using short choppy steps, center yourself approximately 2 paces from the board. 5. Once acknowledged, provide a reporting statement and initial report.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, Trinity LeBeau reports as ordered. Ma'am, Flight 322, Dorm Bravo 8 is prepared to enter the dining facility from the west side.
7. After receiving direction, repeat the directions to confirm.
Bring them in.
Bring them in. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
8. Chow runners march outside to bring the flight in. Perform an about face, then using appropriate facing movements, leave chow board and exit back outside.
Flight 044, prepare to enter the dining facility from the west side. Proceeding, ma'am! Flight 10 hut. All key personnel, fall out, fall in, followed by the fourth element. Proceeding, ma'am! Fourth element, forward, hut, left, right, left, right, left.
Now that you have your directions, you will take control of your flight as follows. 1. Ensure adequate room exists in the foyer area when it is your flight's turn to enter the DFAC. 2. Take control of the flight and have them prepared to enter. 3. Give them adequate time to secure any belongings, place them at attention, and direct all key personnel to fall out and fall back in front of the first respective element to enter the dining facility. 4. Assign 2 trainees to execute water monitor procedures. Ensure they have properly relieved to receive a full 10 to 15 minutes to eat. 5. Water monitors will enter the dining facility with key personnel. Six. After signing in, they will follow squadron procedures for backpack placement. 7. Prior to proceeding behind the serving line, trainees will don some type of head covering. 8. Prior to handling any dishes or utensils, trainees will ensure they wash their hands and don gloves. 9. After the last trainee from the flight has processed the line or when relieved, the water monitors will gather their belongings and proceed to the serving line. 10. Fire monitors will break ranks when directed to do so by the chow runner and post outside the DFAC entryway. 11. Once in position, fire monitors will take control of the flight and place them at ease. 12. As adequate space becomes available in the foyer, fire monitors will direct the respective element leader to lead their element into the DFAC. 13. Once all elements have entered the DFAC, the fire monitors will fall into the rear of the last element to enter the DFAC. The chow runners will provide a follow-on report for all meal periods. One, proceed directly to the DFAC board, halting at the designated staging location, ensuring no other chow runners are engaged in the reporting process. 2. When able, proceed from the staging location to the DFAC board, executing the appropriate facing movements en route. 3. Using short choppy steps, center yourself approximately 2 paces from the board. 4. Once acknowledged, provide a reporting statement and follow-on report.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, training bar sports order. Ma'am, the first training for flight 322, Dorm Bravo 8, has entered the dining facility from the west side.
Seat your flight.
5. After receiving direction, repeat the directions to confirm.
Seat my flight. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
The procedures for seating the trainees are as follows. 1. Follow squadron procedures for placement of backpack and coat, if applicable, then proceed to seat trainees. 2. If another chow runner is already in position and seating trainees, relieve them by standing behind them at the position of attention, placing them at attention, and dismissing them. 3. While seating trainees, stand with your heels 12 inches apart. 4. Place the appropriate hand pointed toward the respective row, palm towards you, fingers fully extended and joined with the forearm parallel to the ground. 5. Your other arm will be fully extended behind your back, palm away, with the fingers fully extended and joined, pointing directly toward the ground. 6. Seat trainees back to front, filling 1 table at a time. 7. Fill all tables prior to moving to the next row, with the exception of the dorm chief table. 8. Ensure trainees are filling all available chairs and correct when necessary. You control the flow of seating trainees. 9. Continue to seat trainees until the last trainee from your flight has been seated, or you have been properly relieved. 10. Assume the position of attention prior to transitioning between rows or departing from your post. 11. Do not forget to gather your belongings prior to proceeding to the serving line, if applicable. While waiting to enter the dining facility, unless otherwise engaged or directed by permanent party personnel or student leaders, you will study quietly. All trainees will follow these procedures while in the dining facility.
Flight 044, prepare to enter the dining facility from the west side. Proceeding, ma'am! Flight 10 hut. All key personnel, fall out, fall in, followed by the 4th element. Proceeding, ma'am! 4th element, forward, up, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
1. Wash your hands before every meal. 2. Enter the dining facility in elements. Place your cover in your right cargo pocket, if applicable. Form lines behind the available rosters at the front desk and stand at the position of attention. Sign in. After all trainees in the rank have completed signing in, the trainee nearest the wall will command "Trainees post," at which time all trainees will execute the appropriate facing movement simultaneously and proceed towards the serving line. Three. While in line, stand at attention with your head and eyes straight forward.
Trainees post.
4. Only talk to dining facility personnel, MTIs, and student leaders. Be polite and courteous when speaking to dining facility personnel. 5. The dorm chief will monitor the flight in the dining facility from a position that is advantageous in the foyer and provide oversight.
2 trainees post. 2 trainees post.
6. Place your tray on the steel runner and put both hands on the top of the tray. Keep your head and eyes straight forward. Execute the appropriate left or right step down the line. 7. Do not execute any facing movements while carrying any items. Examples: trays, glasses, or bowls. 8. Drink at least 2 glasses of either water, milk, or juice. 9. Set the tray on the table and hang backpack on the back of your chair with the chest strap fastened in front. Close all compartments. 10. Remove coat before sitting, if applicable. 11. Drape jacket, if removed, optional, on the back of the chair over the backpack. 12. Once you have grounded your tray, secured your backpack, and removed your coat as necessary, stand at attention for 3 seconds and then be seated and place both feet under the table. (13) Do not stand or walk while chewing or drinking. 14. Ensure you exit and re-enter the row from the appropriate end to avoid impeding the flow of traffic. 15. Do not carry more than 1 item in each hand. 16. Gather your belongings and take your tray towards the clipper. Empty scrap food in trash cans. 17. Place glasses, utensils, and tray in clipper window. 18. Exit DFAC using appropriate drill movements. 19. Wait in hallway for wingmen before exiting DFAC. As I said in the beginning of this video, the dining facility is where you will consume your meals. The procedures and responsibilities we went over will help you learn and execute the procedures correctly. Maintain your military bearing if a mistake is made, and stay calm when interacting with any military training instructor.